What's up guys, Aiken here, and today I'm going to show my new and improved SpellCounter turbo deck. I know it has been a really long time since I made an update on this deck. I think it was my first deck profile that I made in this channel, and I got so many requests to update on this deck. I didn't really have time, busy with local tournaments. I didn't really use it, but this deck is really fun. And with the return of Duelist coming soon, with all these book of spells card, I think spell counters will get big support from these new cards. You can transform this deck to a spell counter book of spell, because with magical Citadel of Endymion on the field, it'd be really amazing to spam. I'm not sure if you can activate more than one turn, but it's gonna be awesome. Alright, on the deck profile, first we have the magical exemplar, main engine of the deck. Use her a lot. You can get counter really easy on this card. Next, 3 Breaker the Magical Warrior. Either you run 2 Breaker, 1 MST, or 3 Breakers. I find 3 Breakers is absolutely amazing. I can do devastating things for my opponent with Magical Citadel of Endymion on the field. I can remove a counter or destroy 1 card. 3 Apprentice Magician, really amazing. I'm gonna go for explaining later. 3 Defender the Magical Warrior. 2 Knight and Sorcerers. 1 Governance of the Ice Barrier. 1 the Tricky. 1 Magical Marionette. 1 Alchemist of Black Spells. 1 Dark Red Enchanter. 1 OVM, Old Red Magician, and 1 Endymion the Master of Magician, the boss of this deck. And last but not least, Blizzard Princess. Alright, these were the monsters. Under the traps, that's it. Magician's Circle, only these, no more. This is a spell counter deck. It's not a trap heavy deck. If you can cut these cards, cut them off. You only need spells to run this deck. But I find Magician's Circle and 2, not 3, is the best choice, because you can't get pluses from this card because it's trap. Onto the spells, we have 3 spell power grabs, amazing card. 2 terraforming, 1 card destruction, 1 wonderland, 2 magical dimension, 2 magical Citadel of Endymion, and next 1 Book of Moon, 1 monster reborn, 1 lightning vortex, 1 heavy storm, Mercury Sinker fusion, and last Megaton magical cannon. Alright, now onto the extra deck. We have 3 Tempest Magician. Alright, 1 Explosive Magician, 1 Arcanite Magician, 1 Supreme Arcanite Magician, the super boss on this deck, and last 1 Armory Arm. Alright, now onto explaining. Let's start with Blizzard Princess. Alright, Blizzard Princess is a really amazing card because you can get her on the field with just distributing one spellcaster monster, which is all the cards in this deck are spellcasters. During this turn, this card is normal summon. Your opponent can't activate spell or traps, so really amazing. Endymion, the Master Magician, the boss of this deck, really amazing card. You can spam him off when you have magical Citadel of Endymion. You can spam him, return spells to your hand. In one duel, I think I used Monster Reborn 3 times by just dancing this card off the field. Oliver the Magician, I mainly use him with Apprentice Magician to get these pesty monsters off the field. If my opponent has really strong monsters, I can either go for stalling with keep special summoning Apprentice Magician, or I go for just destroying him, because Apprentice Magician effect let me special summon one spellcaster and face up defense position. right? One dark red enchanter. I did some coloring over there, so don't worry. Red dark enchanter is really good because he first, if you tribute summon him, he will get 3 counters, so you're gonna be boosted to 23 attack points, 2300, sorry, and you can special summon him with Magician's Circle. He's a real easy target and gets SpellCounter for each spell card activated, and you can remove 2 spell counters from this card to make your opponent discard 1 random card. So very awesome. One Alchemist of Book spell. One Alchemist of Black spell. I can't see the name right here. Alright, this card works like what's his name? When he's summoned, you can switch him to defense, place 1 counter on 1 card you control. So you can keep spam him every turn, and he has 18 defense points, 1800 defense points, so it's not that bad, and he's really amazing to get counters on my card. One Magical Marionette. I might cut the Alchemist of Black spell to add another Marionette. Marionette is really amazing in this deck. It destroys my opponent's monster with removing 2 spell counters, which I will have many in the field. One, the Tricky. The Tricky is really good in this deck because I can discard 1 random one card, special summon him, normal summon my Knight and Sorcerer, Exile. Exile. Oh my God. Synchro for level 7, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. For a level 7, like Black Rose Dragon, which I accidentally did not include here, but you can synchro for a Black Rose Dragon to get rid of to clean the field. Geomancer of the Ice Barrier, really amazing spellcaster. Not many SpellCounter deck run this card, but it's really amazing with her effect. I can discard 1 card, declare an attribute. This card can synchronize the target for that attribute. And usually when you go against your opponent, your opponent will have multiple, or maybe he's run 1 attribute deck. That's gonna be a +1 for you. So 2 Knight and Sorcerers. Knight and Sorcerer is really amazing in this deck. He combos so well with Magical Exemplar. You can do a cool trick that I found, that you can play Magical Exemplar, play Foolish Burial, send this card to the graveyard, special summon him, remove 2 cards from your opponent's graveyard, synchro for level 6. Alright, 2 Defender, the Magical Knight. Defender is really amazing to save your card if you attack and your opponent activate like Mirror Force, or if you summoned and he activate Torrential Tribute. You can remove 1 counter for each monster you don't want him to destroy. It's amazing. Apprentice Magician, the semi-engine of this deck. I use tricky plays with him. I'm not sure if this is a legit play or not, but this card said when he's special summoned, maybe because if I use this effect, his effect, I special summon this card in face defense position. I'm not sure if the effect will work. If you know anything about this card, please leave it in the comment section. If I use the Apprentice Magician effect. 3 Breaker the Magical Warrior. Breaker is amazing in this deck. I can clean my opponent's field with just one of him, and when he's summoned, he's 1900 attacker, can go over most of my opponent's monsters. Magical Exemplar, really amazing in this deck, main engine, helps me special summon a lot. Right, on to the spells. 1 Megaton Cannon. This card is really awesome. I can use this card in 1 turn. If I had 2 Magical Exemplar on the field, let's say, I can keep spamming spell cards. If I activate let's say I have Magical Sendero of Endymion, I can activate like 2 to 3 spells, and I'll get all the let's say 3 to 4 spells. I can get all my counters I need for activating this card, and I will get even counters when I activate this card, so it's amazing. One Miracle Synchro Fusion, because I am running the Supreme Arcanite Magician. If you got him in the field, you are putting your opponent in really awkward situation when you can pop up their cards. I can remove a counter to draw a card, which draw engine is always good. Heavy Storm, Lightning Vortex. I replaced Dark Hole because Dark Hole can't really hurt my deck. Even if my opponent got an advantage, I don't want to risk losing my monsters with all the counters if I don't have Magical Citadel of Endymion. That's why I run Lightning Vortex, and also I need to set up my grave to make some awesome combos. Like I can discard Knight and Sorcerer, get 2 counters on this, and special summon him. Combo so well. Monster Reborn, Book of Moon, all stables. 2 Magical Citadels of Endymion. It's already hard to destroy this card, and I don't think you need to run 3. 3 is over. Sometimes it's a jet draw. And the cool thing about it, if I activate a Heavy Storm, I can just remove 1 card from this card and it won't be destroyed, and my opponent will lose all his back rows. This is amazing. 2 Magical Dimension. Magical Dimension is good to special summon my big monsters and to destroy cards in my opponent's control. Basically monster hate. 1 Wonder 1. Draw effect, get my spellcaster's boost. 1 card destruction. If I open up with a really bad hand, I can use it. 2 Terraforming to get out my Magical Citadel of Endymion. And 3 Spell Power Grasp. Really amazing card. This combos so well. If I opened like 1 Spell Power Grasp and 1 Magical Exemplar, this is gonna be an awesome start. And you will get Spell of Power Grasp in each turn you activate it. It's just amazing. You can go Naughty Plays, activating Spell Power Grasp, getting 3 counters, because this card lets you place 1 counter on 1 card you control. But Magical Exemplar effect will get 2 counters for each spell card, so there's 3 counters. Amazing. I don't think many players understand this, but it's really amazing to have this play. And for the synchros, I only put the stables for every spell counter deck, but you can add many synchro monsters and also Exiles. With the new Return of the Duelist coming soon, you'll have a great boost for the spellcasters. Maybe they're going to be tier 1, maybe semi-tier 1, I'm not sure, but they're going to be good. Tempest Magician is amazing. Once I went OTK on an opponent using a burn deck. I kept placing counters on her, discarding card to get counters on her, and then I just blew up the field, causing him maybe 7,000 damage to his life point. So this card is really good against defense type of deck like Exodia, let's say, because Exodia just keep drawing cards and you can just keep discarding card for her effect and destroy his life points. Supreme Arcanite Magician, the boss of this deck, the super boss of this deck. I have already Endymion. If you don't know his effect is, I'll read it for you. One spellcaster type synchro monster, 1 spellcaster monster. The monster can only be special summoned by fusion summon from your extra deck. When this card is fusion summon, place 2 spell counters on it. This card gain 1000 attack for each spell counter. He has unlimited space for spell counters, so you can spam like the Black Alchemist to put counters on him, or your Spell Power Grasp, and his attack point will boost significantly and can go through any of your opponent monsters in terms of attacks. And one of his effects that you can, once per turn, you can remove 1 spell counter to activate on this effect. Select 1 card on the field, destroy it, or draw 1 card. Amazing effect. Armory Arm. Not sure. I don't summon it that much often. If I had like Knight and Sorcerer and Apprentice Magician, that's the only way I can summon him, and he's amazing to boost out my Supreme Arcanite Magician attack and go for OTKs if I can.